Aries, welcome to your bonus 2023 reading. Whatever comes out, I'm just going to read it as is. If this reading does resonate with you, brattystarot.com is where it's at to book a personal reading with me. And if it doesn't, make sure that you check your other Aries placements or just your other placements in general. Okay. Let's see what your theme is. We have the sun. Okay. So this is fire energy. This is your fellow fire sign, Leo. This is about your identity. This is also about ego. This is your will to live, your drive, the things that you want to do, your career, your job, etc. Your general consensus for expressing yourself is what I heard. That's kind of a weird way to say it. Self-expression. This is your truth. Let's look at the tarot. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups. I heard delusion, the Four of Wands, home and family life, possibly 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Taurus got that at the end, that Eight of Pentacles there. So let's go ahead and take a look. The Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom. For some of you, you're going to have a very serious choice to make, either A, in regards to your appearance, or you're going to have to make a choice between your partner and or a love interest and your actual career, or like you being single. Okay, so there certainly could be something about that. Now, with that Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse here, is about you starting something brand new. This is about maybe you educating yourself, possibly in regards to the occult, tarot, something like that. You could be learning a truth about someone or something. There could be somebody who is emotionally manipulating you of some sort. There could be somebody here in early 2023 who kind of love bombs you a little bit to maybe get in your pants or get something from you. Mid 2023, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. There's an opportunity that's being presented to you, but you're trying to figure out more information about it because you're not really sure if that's really the right option to choose, or you're not sure if you're seeing the truth of it. So you're trying to cut through the fog. For the end of 2023, we have the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, you're freeing yourself from something that's just not working anymore. It could be a relationship, of course, but it's something that has been long withstanding in your life. Could be a business, could be a job, could be a relationship, something like that. And it seems like you're focusing more on your day-to-day routine. You're focused more on your hobbies, your gifts, talents, skills, abilities. You're working on something substantial, okay? Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. The Tower. Wow. Give me one more. The Emperor in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yikes, yikes, yikes. There's some inconsistency that's kind of happening in your life, and you're trying to figure out where you fucked up, or you're trying to figure out how something got screwed up. It's like this is you trying to kind of keep something afloat, even though it's just not working. So this is like, right, you're in the middle of the ocean, you're in this little boat, and like you got a bunch of holes in the boat, but you just keep trying to, you know, take a bucket and throw the water out, but it's like the water just keeps coming in. So there's definitely something that just has to be eradicated. Just let it drop, that's it. Let it flop, let it drop. That is it. Okay. I feel like you feel as though there's some inconsistencies, or has been some inconsistencies with something. And now it's like, okay, where do we go from here? How do I move forward with something? And you're having some insecurity regarding that, but let's see. Okay. Don't fret. Don't freak out. The High Priestess in reverse. And remember, the Ten of Swords. Okay. You definitely end up learning some form of information where you end up ending something. Something could be viewed as a betrayal. You could be learning about some secret that's coming out, something that's being brought to your ultimate attention. It could feel very heavy on your heart, possibly. But for some of you, it's like you really don't have time to screw around. You really don't have time to, okay, like, I don't want to say you don't have time to process it, but it kind of feels like that, because it's like you kind of have a lot on your plate and you have too much going on, especially in regards to your hopes, dreams, wishes, blah, 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 to really focus on something of that nature. It could also be something that you felt like was inhibiting your potential, so you may feel the need to end it. I don't know what that is. Let me see. I don't need all of that. Could be some fights or some arguments. The Five of Pentacles. Could be something like from a financial standpoint, like maybe there was something that you were spending every month and it's like, all right, that's not doing me any favors. Let me just close that out. Let me move on. Let me cut up that credit card. I don't know, something like that. It could also be the sense of you realizing that, you know, your own pain, your own trauma, abandonment issues, whatever it is, was kind of inhibiting you as well. So there could be something where you're like, all right, I got to close this out. I got to end this. I got to figure out, you know, and it kind of feels a little harsh. It could also feel like, you know, you have to leave something behind as well because it's not doing you any favors. The King of Cups, the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Jeez Louise. You're very invested in learning the truth is what it feels like about somebody, whether somebody was just simply love bombing you, emotionally manipulating you in some way to get you to invest into them more. It's a sense of maybe gossip, rumors, drama, you trying to get over something, you trying to get this person to spill the beans about something. It feels like some form of confession that kind of hurts, but you're like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let that go. But it seems like you're maybe having a little bit of a hard time actually letting it go and releasing that, which I can totally understand. You know, it's like, especially if somebody's love bombing you and they come in and they're giving you all these compliments or gifts or whatever it may be. And then you find out like it was all just a ploy to get into your pants. Try to be smart about it. Okay. Or whatever it may be. Let's take a look at that Knight of Swords for 2023. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. When it comes to your career and stuff like that, it seems like you're just having a lot on your plate. There's a lot to do. You feel a little tired, but it's like you're handling it very well. You're definitely handling it well. For some of you, you're getting some kind of love opportunity. For some of you, there could be something with a child that you're trying to figure out. But regardless, there's an opportunity that's coming right after this. But it seems like it's a missed opportunity for some reason. And that could be because you have so much going on in your actual life that it's too much to really take on. You're not really sure if you can take on another thing. Tell me more about this. The Queen of Wands in reverse. That's you. Okay. So I'm not going to lie. For some of you, you end up finding out that somebody that you were interested in was offering their love elsewhere, and that really pisses you the off. So you may end up kind of throwing yourself into your work in some form of fashion, and it's because you're real pissed off. And listen, sometimes spite can be the absolute best motivator. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. The Ace of Cups. Okay. Sorry, I have TMJ. Wow. There's an opportunity that may be put on your doorstep, metaphorically speaking, but you could feel like you really don't have the upper hand in that, or maybe you feel like it's too much of a challenge. You could feel like, okay, well, I don't know if I can really do that. I don't know if I can really, you know, compete, if that makes sense. But the thing is that your heart is in it. Now, when your heart is in it, now the sun is the representation of your heart. Okay. The sun is our heart because the sun rules Leo. Leo rules the heart. Okay. So, excuse me. So there's definitely something that your heart is in. And the thing is that you're too, because you're so emotionally close to it, because you're so tied up in whatever this is, like your emotions are so attached to it, you are feeling more intimidated because of it. Like it's more personal to you. Okay. And it's delaying some form of success that you could absolutely have. But the thing about it is that when our emotions are wrapped up in, like, let's say a project and we're very passionate about it, it can also make us very scared that it will fail. But if you don't try, it is a guarantee that you will fail. That is the guarantee. That is the guarantee. The guarantee is that you will not succeed in this. And if you don't follow your heart, follow your ass then. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but you have to follow whatever this is. Seven of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. You're going to choose you. See, there's that uncertainty though. You're uncertain again. You're trying to think in practical means. Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. You're definitely choosing your happiness. I love to see that. But there's something else that you are misjudging. There's something else that is a part of your path that you don't want to look at. It's like you want to stay content. You want to stay comfortable in something. Then stay comfortable. But you're not going to move forward if you just want to stay comfortable. If you want to succeed, if you really want to succeed, you have to get out of your comfort zone with something, but you're too afraid because your emotions are wrapped up in whatever this is. Maybe you're a musician and you have a song that could hit the freaking charts. Okay. But the song is so heartfelt to you that it is too scary to put it out there because you are so emotionally wrapped up in it. Well, that should be more of a drive. That should be the driving force for you, that it means something to you. When we follow a path that is meaningless, we feel like we have no purpose. And having no purpose feels like we have no life, that our life is not ours. Don't stay comfortable. The Four of Wands, speaking of comfort. Tell me about that Four of Wands. You want to stay comfortable. You are staying comfortable. You're staying comfortable because something is too hard. You're staying comfortable because you're having a hard time trusting anybody around you. You want to stay comfortable because it feels good. You want to stay comfortable because you're afraid you're going to get your feelings hurt. You want to stay comfortable. You want to stay comfortable, blah, 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 blah. Because it's like you're trying to protect your peace, you're trying to protect your comfort, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to stay where you are, then that is totally your prerogative. This is your life. It's what you want to do. But tell me in 20 years if you don't look back and you sit there and be like, damn, I wish I would have done that. Because the biggest thing that you hear about old people talk about in retirement homes is regret. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have just kissed the girl. I wish that I would have just asked him out. I wish that I would have actually followed my writing dream. I wish that I would actually got up there and performed that day when I had the opportunity. But no, I was too scared. And how crazy it is that we allow fear, which is so funny, Aries, because you're like the most fearless sign, but it's so funny how we become little these little chameleons or these little puppies or these little kittens as soon as our emotions are wrapped into something. The love of something or someone can make the hardest of men or hardest of women collapse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, TMJ. There's a lack of self-realization. You are trying to go on this journey. You are trying to truly understand self is what you're doing. Because there's something that's not working out, something of comfort, something that you thought was going to be there forever, something you thought was going to whatever. It could even be the sense of you realizing that you were not challenging yourself enough because Knight of Cups, your heart is in it. That heart, boy, it's one of the most powerful forces, like your mind, but it can make us the absolute weakest. Just like our mind can be our worst enemy, our heart can make us quite weak. It can also make us strong. It just depends on which side of the coin you is. You know what I mean? There's something that somebody said to you once, I feel, that made you feel like your dreams were shattered, or made you feel afraid, or made you feel like you couldn't do something. That can be a kicker. You know, words cut like hot steel, baby. Words really do cut like hot steel. But the thing is that you have to take that blade and you have to pull it out of you. And you gotta start cutting some shit up. You know what I mean? For yourself. Some of you, there was someone that killed your dreams or made you feel like you couldn't do something. So it's not that just that your heart is in something, but maybe your broken heart and you're afraid to embody your own truth or express your own truth, something that is meant to be on your path. You have to answer the phone, metaphorically speaking. The Eight of Pentacles. Say it ain't so. Oh, wow. Well, look at you, cutie pie. Remember how I told you that you got confused and you wanted to stay in this sense of illusionment of wearing your rose-colored glasses and being comfortable? We're going from the Nine of Pentacles back to the Eight of Pentacles. You're going back to the drawing board, baby. Yes, you are. Why? Because you're following your heart. This is the Queen of Cups right here. You're following your heart, just like I asked you to. You're going back to the drawing board and you're like, okay, fuck it. I'm going after what it is that I want. I'm going after my biggest dreams and my biggest aspirations. You're doing so very proudly, and you're likely going to get a lot of attention for it. And it's why? Because it's something that comes from the heart. I'm a writer. I'm also a musician. And I notice that when I don't use this, and I use this, not to sound corny, to write or to create a song, it comes out so much better. And the proof is in the pudding, because you can hear it. You can hear it in your voice. You can see how you write it, because it will evoke emotion from others and yourself. And that is sometimes the scariest part of all. Let's get you some advice. Gemini. Gemini energy. The square in reverse. Okay. And house 8. All righty. Earth, Uranus. You gotta break out of the mold, right? Earth energy, it doesn't want change necessarily. I mean, maybe like Virgo, okay, because it's a mutable sign, but like Taurus energy, right? Like Taurus energy is fixed. It's unmoving. Earth energy is kind of unmoving. And Uranus is about movement. It's about liberation. It's about you're changing whether you like it or not. I think here, with that Gemini square in reverse and house 8, you may feel like something is going to be harder than it needs to be because it's hard to talk about or because it's hard to express, but it's not. It's like thinking that you have to work extra hard at something when you likely just don't. There's something that's like, I don't want to say it's deep in your subconscious, but it's kind of like something that you hide away from the world because you feel like it's hard, when it's not going to be. You're going to find that something is going to be quite liberating for you if you would just listen to your emotions. So, and express them. Aries, it was a pleasure. If you'd like to book a personal reading, brattystarot.com is where it's at. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to follow me on my socials, that will be on the screen. Okay? I love you and Happy New Year, Aries. Peace out.